Yo, what's up guys? Back out with another video here. This is a video about a Q&A that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've asked about questions in my fan server and I'm finally going to answer each and every one of them. So, let's get started. Before getting started, I want to thank y'all on the 300 sub goal. It has been a wild ride thanks to y'all. So, yeah. So, pretty much, let me read the first one. Do you have fun recording Astro Adventure? I have a lot of fun normally on Astro Adventures, to be honest. I'd say it can get chaotic at times, which chaos is always fun. But there is times it just sometimes gets a bit of stress on my plate, which isn't too bad because most of it is fun, I'd admit. Always in content creations of series that some parts of it's gonna be a bit boring to you, but most it's all gonna be worth it when you have fun. So thank you for that question. The next one is who is my favorite character and why? Ah, I can't say myself because that's biased. But I could say my favorite is at this current moment in the series, I would probably have to go with Torres. Um I'm not my reason why is the character development he had was pretty good, I'd say. Not gonna lie. On the main character. I'm not just saying this in general, but besides that, yeah. Um, I think Torres would honestly be my top favorite at this moment, which it will change. I'll be honest, it will change once we get to more characters introduced. Probably season two, which I want to say season two will soon come out because we have almost got done with season one. It might not seem like we have, but we're close to it. So, yippee! Would I kill Blaze the Fox? That's a really good question, and my honest answer to that is yes. I would definitely kill Blaze the Fox. There's a reason for it. There is very much a reason for it. One, Blaze the Fox was just a joke we wanted, and it was just a skull thing because I love foxes at that time a lot more than a lot of other animals. It was just a joke we just did, a playful joke, but somehow got turned canon. So, that being said, yes, I would kill Blaze the Fox just for the fact they added it anyways, you know. But yeah, I would definitely kill Blaze the Fox. If you could scold me later, Space, about this, but my answer will always be the same. There's no doubt about it. Alright, what else? Dream or Faceless? Who would I rather pick between the two? I couldn't pick one. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Dream and I also like Faceless evenly. Faceless is more of like the person that shows his care by, aggression towards them. Not towards the person, but the other person that's messing with them. More of like that big brother type stuff. But I would be honest, Dream, on the other hand, I wouldn't is more of like the calm, chill, and one that wants to solve the problem more than start problems. So I'm not gonna lie, I would most definitely say I could not pick between the two. Sorry if this question was a bit of a disappointment to you. It must be it had to be done anyways. My next question is Who's my least favorite character and why? Well, I'm not gonna lie. My least favorite character, hmm, are the ones we've have shown so far. I honestly would go with, hmm, I'd have to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Mordox because I didn't like that leader character development at all at the beginning. Of course, I made the script for that, but I didn't really think that I would actually hate that character out of character itself. Like I hate him as Astro Steve, but I ended up hating him in actual stuff anyway. So I'd have to go with Mordox, honestly. I will say though that will change who my least favorite once we continue. But yeah, pretty much that's it. If Torres and Xiphon were to fight, who do you think would win? Okay, I don't know why you asked this. This was one of the most stupidest questions I have ever heard. Like, okay, you see, Xiphon failed miserably against Dark Steve, and then you see, um, what? Yeah, no, Xiphon. What am I saying? God dang it! Cut. Totally cut. Probably editor's not gonna cut this out. Anyways, Xiphon failed miserably against Mayhem. But look at Torres, who fought Dark Steve head on, tied the first time, but then won the second time. Like, let's be real here. We already know who dubs that. Torres dubs that, anyways. Like, let's be real here. I don't know why on earth you asked that dumb question. I'm not gonna lie to you. But okay. What would you think the reaction of the other Steves would be if they found out the light Steves still being alive? Honestly, if I had to go through each village, I honestly think Village One, Torres wouldn't be surprised about it. I would say some of the other Steves would be kind of surprised that they're alive, but Xiphon would be too, honestly. But villages wise, I think the leaders would not be shocked at all. But I do think if the darkness figured out they're alive, then that's a bit aggression. Um, I would honestly say Void would probably try hunting them down if they knew they were alive. But we'll get more into that soon. So that's a good question. I'd say something I really didn't really think of a good answer to. What do you do in your free time when you're not working on series? Um, so my daily thing of getting sleep is like 4 hours of sleep a night. So, but when I do have free time, I either play some games, go on Hypixel a bit, go on maybe Isles sometimes. But if it's not counting any series wise, normally I just watch YouTube Shorts, catch up on series since I do have over 100 episodes to catch up on LOTV, and I'm still on season one of Ruined Reality. So that being said, yeah, free time's normally what I do, but most of my time I do focus on series wise content or having fun with my team. Yippee! Let's see. What's your favorite color? I some people might just think it's one and that's purple, but that's kind of wrong. It is purple, but also I do like the color red a little bit. I kind of yellow, kind of those three colors because red is just kind of gives me that like you see my skin has some red on it. I like it a lot because it blends in with a lot of skin wise. I do like purple and I like yellow because I don't like bright yellow. I kind of like the kind of bright but kind of darkish yellow, if that makes sense. So, yippee. What is my favorite animal? So I'll be honest. I used to love foxes, but at the most, but it's not my favorite anymore. I'm more of a cat person, so I like cats the best. Will we get to see Faceless as leader in the future? Most likely we will. Either it's in the spirit world in the real life, but I do plan on wanting to see that arc where Faceless meets his leader, honestly. I think it would bring a lot of good ideas of what we can do for that. Do you enjoy making content? I do enjoy making content. I honestly, content is the reason why I wake up each day to do stuff because I see I inspire so many people. I've gotten DMs from other content creators who have started and grown because my channel had inspired them. Some at like already got to 200 to 100 subscribers just for making content like mine that I've inspired. And honestly, I enjoy it when I make content. I wake up each morning and be like, time to get back to work. That's really all I'm doing because I see I'm inspired and I don't really mind overworking myself if that's what it means. Because I do enjoy making content. If it means other people can grow and do what I'm doing, you know. So that's really what I would have to be honest about making content. What other fandoms are you interested in? For example, like Harry Potter and Stranger Things. Oh, that's a good question. I'm not just liking Steve Saga. I do want to do maybe some anime ones, but not a lot of my team know about animes. I would love to do a Assassin's Creed series. I would love. I was a very big fan of Saber's Assassin's Creed series. Maybe a Walking Dead zombie apocalypse, or even lore SMPs, which will be coming out soon. So get your popcorn and get ready. It'll be a minute though. But yeah, I would be interested in that. I very much would be interested in making other Minecraft role plays, not just Steve. But right now, we're going to focus on Steve. Who and what inspired you to make content? There's a couple of inspirations I had gotten. One main one was we used to have a person on our team called, he went by Duck Lord, who was a very close friend to me, who had passed away to cancer, but he was a huge inspiration on me. So that's one of my inspirations, and I'm not going to get into all the details on it, which is why we stopped doing content for a minute on my channel because of that. But besides that, there's other inspirations. I was heavily inspired by Saber's channel and all of that because when I would always watch just regular Minecraft is what I'd normally watch. But then, because I watched Saber when he first started, but then I saw he started Minecraft roleplay Steve content, and I was like, does he think he's gonna grow as a Minecraft role player? And to my surprise, Saber had definitely grown a lot. Like I was like, I enjoy doing role plays at the time. I normally sometimes go on Discord, do role plays and stuff. And I never thought someone would grow just by doing Minecraft role plays like that. So he was a huge inspiration for me. Another great inspiration on me was what inspired me to actually decide to do content was a YouTuber called Infinite Rinsler. Like I watch LOTV, but they weren't really a big inspiration on me. I'd admit. Watched them because I liked their content, but their when they were like doing stuff, it didn't really cheer me up. But when I'd ever watch like Rinsler's episodes, live streams, it kind of got me back from a small spot that days I was down. So yes, I do say he was a huge inspiration on my channel, and not gonna. I don't really expect anything out of saying this on my channel, but uh, yeah, it did cheer me up. Another huge, I would say, was a YouTuber I kind of watched his channel was just kind of funny, and it kind of inspired how someone like grew as a channel to Steve content. Kind of inspired me a bit, which Diamond Fantasy was the one I really watched. And I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me like I can actually do it. And just like Rinsler, he started off a channel with like 300. LOTB was way ahead of him on subscribers. But that didn't really stop him. Now he's at the same pace as LOTB itself. So that doesn't really mean anything. But I would honestly say that those are very huge inspirations for me. And not just that, my whole team has inspired me. Like there's a YouTuber called Rod, which you should really check him out. He deserves way more subs than what he has. But also, I would say a huge inspiration was my team in general because they got me through a lot of it. And I'm not going to lie, a lot of it was done by my team. Texture packs, builds for me, and all that. But I did come up with storylines. I came up with storylines. Me and Bass both worked on that while I recorded it. So yeah, I would honestly say that's a huge question. That gave me a lot of talking. That's crazy. Hmm. What was the first Steve series you ever watched? Okay, I admit my first Steve series I watched wasn't really. It was Saber, but also another one at that exact same time because there's this one YouTuber that owned Shark Boy had made one that we all knew was fake, and I didn't really like that one that much. So if we were saying by time wise, I watched them both at the same time, but I would always say Steve Saga is the first I ever watched, honestly, because it's just something that piqued my interest. But that was the first ever Steve Saga. I mean, Steve, not Steve Saga, Steve series I had ever watched. So that's something. Do you plan to play other games other than Minecraft? I do play some actually other games. I like playing Roblox a lot, Among Us, which I don't like the new Among Us update. So if I do it, it's gonna be on like the older ones. Um, I do like to play a bit of Pixel Gun, shooting games somewhat. I wouldn't be. I would definitely be down to play um Minecraft a bit more than those because I do think Minecraft is what's growing my channel. But I would be honest, I do like some other games. And I do plan to possibly start recording. But right now I'm gonna be focusing on Minecraft. So that's a good question. Would you rather do a zombie apocalypse series or a cyberpunk series? If I had to pick between the two, I'd go zombie apocalypse, honestly. The reason why is it just seems a bit more easier. Do you have any future plans after Astro Adventures? I can't say exactly what they are, what my plans are after Astro Adventures, but I can say that when it ends, it's not quite over yet. Not like it's going to be the same main character or anything. It'll be a whole new thing, to be honest. We have already come up with a plan after that. So, yeah. Do you have any plans with Time Steve? Oh, for sure. We have plenty of plans for Time Steve, probably. Not gonna lie, he'd probably be a main, like not like a side character. He's not at all. He's like mainly like one of those important characters in general. Like I'm not gonna lie, and you'll see why in the future. But yeah, I do have plans. And the final question: what made you first start the channel? I honestly would have to go with what I said earlier. I was inspired by so many creators. I didn't know the creators. I didn't know any of them that well, but that's what encouraged me to move on. And my brother Duck, who had passed away, inspired me a lot, and that's what it kind of felt like. I think honestly, that's what encouraged me to be like, hey, you need to continue what you're doing because without that inspiration, I don't think I'd be doing content. There would be no Astro Adventures. Um, that being said, I just want to say to anyone who is watching who wants to be a content creator but just doesn't have that inspiration, just follow what you think you want to do, your goals. If people don't like your content, that's fine. I started off with 50 subs and I kept going and I didn't really care about subs. So continue what you're doing and you'll get there. Trust me. Do what you want to do, not what anyone else wants you to do. So, yeah. That being said, thank you for stepping a chance to watch this video. Join my public Discord if you want to ask questions about the series and or ask questions about my channel because some I might answer, some I won't. We have a whole thing called Ask Z, a channel for that. But that being said, thank you all for the support. And our next goal is a bit crazy, and we're going for 500 subs. So this being said, thank you for all of the support. Follow your dreams. Follow what you want to do, if it's YouTube or whatever. And I will be putting some applications in this video. So thank you for all of your um, help in this end. I'm Astro Studios, and thank you for the support. And we are out.